Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video. Let me start by giving the usual rhetoric for to all of you and for all of you, and that is, if you like this video, hit that like, hit that dislike if you dislike what I say. Continue the conversation in the comment section down below, and hit that subscribe button if you want to encourage me to make more videos and so forth and so on. We're still trying to grow the channel, even though we are currently at about 160 subscribers. So let's get into it. Things kind of went down over the start of December, and it's proving to be very interesting. And I'll get into it by starting at the beginning, which happened late last year, early this year, depending on who you talk to. My memory is a little bit fuzzy in regards to exactly when it was initially announced, and that was Warner Brothers coming out and saying that they're splitting their company. That being, part of it's going to be their creation aspect in regards to like movies, music, books, comics, games, etc., 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 and the other part strictly their TV aspect, like CNN, TNT, I think, and a few others. I think NBC is a part of that. I think also, when it comes in terms, because I forgot to mention, HBO Max is part of the streaming service. HBO Max is part of the movie making aspect of things. Now, what was announced start of December 2025 is that Netflix, and during this time, Warner Brothers saying, hey, whoever wants the stuff, whoever wants the movie making stuff, if you got the money, why not give it to us, and you get to own all of that. So, now fast forward to, like I said, early December 2025, when we got an announcement from Netflix saying, hey, guess who has two thumbs and is buying Warner Brothers? This guy. And that sent a kind of a uproar, and I'll get into the whole Paramount doing their thing in a moment. I think personally, I think this might be a good thing, because Netflix is always down to get more content, and with how streaming services are the way they are, it could be beneficial for those who are subscribed to Netflix. From what I've heard in some of the articles, that things that will drop on HBO Max first, or things that are destined to HBO Max first will go there first, then head on over to Netflix, which can be also a kind of a good thing. And so I can't wait to see that, and there's several other things I'll get into. One of the things that it severely pissed off with all this announcement, severely pissed off Paramount. I guess Paramount really wanted Warner Brothers their competition. Like, how dare they sell to Netflix for like 80 some odd billion dollars. So they went, it's like, well, we're going to do a hostile takeover. We're going to take our $100+ billion and go to the shareholders and say, we got this money, just vote no. But depending on how all this works out, if Netflix is the winner in this, because the split won't be finalized from some of the other reports that I've been seeing until sometime next year, 2026. This deal might be finalized sometime in 2027. And like I said, to me, it's a good thing. A lot of things are going in, and it's not that one last thing. This might prove that the streaming bubble is bursting, and instead of all this big bubble, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and you'll start to see a lot of these places, get down. Maybe things get cheaper, doubtfully, because with this, I kind of agree with a lot of folks online saying that, yeah, back like 2 or 3 years ago, Netflix was saying, why are you sharing your password? We're going to be starting to charge you for that. While 5 years, 6 years, or earlier, longer than that, they were like, yeah, you can share your password with family, friends, and maybe your partner. And yeah, it's like, yeah, you didn't have the money. You're crying poor in regards to password sharing, and now you have $86 billion to buy Warner Brothers. The other benefit but besides the point, the other benefit I see is that a lot of the things that were on the shelf in regards to Warner Brothers, due to tax reasons or what have you, like the Catwoman movie and God knows what else that has been put on the shelf for tax reasons, might be finally pushed to release, and which could be positive to not just DC fans, but other fans that on other movies that have been pretty much completed and just put on the shelf. So that's another thing, and it allows Netflix to get more in the gaming space. And one of the things I saw coming across my feed, I want to say my Google feed, and that is Netflix has pretty much come out and say that the gaming space, the games, the Netflix, the title, yeah, Kotaku, the site that has in the past gotten a lot of stupid stuff wrong and wanted to also, depending on who you talk to, push a narrative. Came out with an article a few days ago saying Netflix considers Warner Brothers games to be pretty much worthless. Yeah, the Batman Arkham series games, which was pretty much a success, was worthless. And made billions, was worthless. The Hogwarts, like it or hate it, the Hogwarts Legacy game, which made bank, was worthless. Yeah, and that's what they're considering. That can be a red flag when you have folks on the corporate level saying certain things that are making money worthless, and I don't like that. And it puts me with stuff like that, and if it's true, puts me on say, hey, you know what? I'm rooting for Paramount in regards to this. Now, Paramount has a tendency to, if you watch Netflix at all, have been through their catalog, you notice that there is a bunch of Nickelodeon stuff on Netflix, like Very Odd Parents, iCarly, and a few others that are on Netflix. Because of this, I'm thinking that there is a possibility that Paramount might be a little bit retaliatory in regards to this and pull all the Nickelodeon stuff from Netflix. But the upside is everything that they're gaining from Warner Brothers can fill in those gaps with all the DC animated stuff and other. So we'll have to see in regards to that whether or not it works out. I'm going to try to keep you all informed, but the other main thing is kind of correlate with some of the other videos I put out in regards to Stranger Things. The video I put out about a week or so ago is that what I said in that, if not on the video aspect here on the Tube of You, I put out in the audio version that at that point I did not see any of the rage grifting media like the Quarterling or anything like that, or like Clownfish TV come out and just start rambling about how woke season 5 was. I only saw one thing about it at that time. Things have come out in regards to kind of blown up since that, and I'm seeing that now with this. Mainly, again, a lot of the conservative media and it's some of the conservative voices that I completely disagree with, and meaning these are the same folks that will point to some statistics that the left points to and swears to whatever deities that they worship is correct, and say, hey, you forget about those statistics are wrong, you're forgetting about reasons A through H, and yet these are the same conservative voices will point out a statistic and forget about reasons A through H, which can prove them wrong. So just that some of the conservative voices that are out there are coming out and saying, yeah, Netflix is so woke, they're buying Warner Brothers to make everything more woke. And it's stupid, because we're finding out as well that, and this is nothing new to some of you, if you've seen it before, let me know down in the comments, and that is a lot of the I'll put it as man bites dog scenario in the title, and the people folks that don't click the video just roll on by it, or they have commentators. If they do watch the video, the commentator just says X, Y, and Z, or the title or the thumbnail goes one way, and then the actual video goes completely different, or they don't mention anything that's in, meaning the thumbnail and everything else is clickbait. Yet people believe the thumbnail. And to go with the man bites dog scenario in regards to this is the aspect of, if you actually read the article, you'll find out the reason why the man bit the dog is because he's a crazy person. Or if it's the reverse, dog bites man, the reason why the dog bit the guy is because he kept poking the dog with a sharp stick, and the dog just pretty much had enough. And people will go, yeah, the type of dog that bit that man is evil, vicious dog type breed. Did you read the article? No, I don't need to. It's just a vicious breed, and this proves it. It doesn't matter, because that's how people believe. And the thing is, I'm hoping, again, just to repeat, I'm hoping that this proves that the bubble is bursting in a way, or collapsing, getting smaller, because people are starting to be sick and tired of a lot of the streaming services that are out there, especially when it's come out in regards to Netflix that, hey, we have this great movie out for all of you to watch, and when someone like myself that's only on the $8 tier goes to watch it, to find out I can't watch it because I'm not subscribed to the $15 tier or the $20 tier, and that sucks because it's behind a higher paywall. Or better example, hey, I want to see Stranger Things Season 5 Part 2, but because I'm on the $8 tier, I can't watch that or the finale because I'm not on the $15, $20 tier. A lot of that is scummy, and a lot of folks will stick with it because it's maybe the cheaper option, whereas something like Hulu, Disney are all doing these combination plans, or they're just sticking to one because things are getting more and more expensive. They're sticking just to something like Prime Video, or they're sticking to either Peacock, or they're sticking to Paramount, and yet there is that aspect of variance out there that from folks, if you're not subscribed to Apple, Peacock, Paramount, Hulu, Disney, Max, and all these other streaming services, you are worthless, or you're X, Y, and Z. No, I don't believe in that. I believe that with this, if Netflix does go through with the deal, and they do own Warner Brothers, and a lot of their content does move over to Netflix and does appear on Netflix, it might, even at the $7 level, it might make Netflix a better value for your money, especially in the long run. If Paramount is successful, it might, if a lot of the content you see does appear on Paramount, meaning the Batman stuff and all the DC stuff and a lot of the great content that's out there in regards to what Warner Brothers has put out, does go to Paramount, it might make Paramount a better deal. And over the next 2 years, and when the news finally drops, I might give up my Netflix account and get a Paramount account because, well, it might be the better deal with the more content. And especially with, there's a lot of things on Netflix that, as someone who has a tendency to have ADHD behavior, meaning that I could put this down somewhere and completely forget about it, or buy food or buy something and just put it in the fridge, put it down and completely forget about it, and all of a sudden I'm getting charges in regards to this. Netflix have charges of $8 a month for 2, 3, 5, 10 a year, and not really pay attention because I'm watching stuff on YouTube, on TikTok, or Fandango, or on other platforms, including free platforms like Tubi. And yet Netflix has a lot of stuff that I would want to watch too, but yeah, I'm watching stuff with ads, yet a lot of times those ads seem annoying. Whereas even though Tubi has ads, I could watch something on Tubi and expect the ads and don't mind it because it's content I actually want to watch. Whereas Netflix, like, oh, you want to watch Goonies? I own Goonies on Fandango. If I don't want to watch Goonies, I'll go there and not worry about ads. Do you want to watch Die Hard? Die Hard on you is going to have ads. I don't, I'm going to have to, if I don't want to watch Die Hard, I'm going to watch it on Fandango because no ads. But something on Tubi, it's like, hey, here's a horror movie you haven't seen, like Terrifier 3, or Bright House, movies I wanted to see. I tolerated the ads because why? I wanted to watch that content. And it's the same thing with Stranger Things. I wanted to watch that content, so therefore I put up with the ads. And with a lot of the content that I want to watch on Netflix with the ads, yeah, I can't, and I don't want to. And a lot of you might say, oh, just pay for the $15, pay for the $20 tier. No. Why? Oh, it gets rid of the ads, and it gets the content what you want. For a lot of the value, no. It's not that much of a value for me, and it's more of an annoyance sometimes, whereas something on Tubi has value even though it's free. And yeah, there are some folks that are saying that Tubi might offer a membership tier. I'll be happy with free. They have a lot of content that is there. The ads are not annoying. A lot of it is stuff I used to watch with ads as it is, and I don't mind that. And Tubi has a lot of stuff that is not found on Netflix, on Fandango, on Prime, and for whatever reason. But that's a different issue in regards to rights and so forth and so on. And if I had a way to get to some place like the actual Comic-Con, like San Diego, a ticket, hotel, which will cost me thousands upon thousands of dollars to get there, to have a hotel, get there, ticket, food, hotel for all these days. Yeah, I don't have that kind of funds to actually approach a company that might have the rights and say, why don't you have all these on these platforms and just Tubi? And I tell them, it's like, are you scared of making money? Because it, like a lot of things that are follow capitalistic format. Though I am very liberal or left on some things, other things I'm very right on. And the aspect is, if you're a capitalist organization striving to make money, wouldn't you, the better idea would be having your stuff on all platforms in order to make the most amount of money. Kind of like what I've said with the gaming space that we're seeing now. Places like Microsoft and PlayStation is kind of doing it themselves. They're putting their stuff on other platforms and therefore making more and more money. So it just saddens me that a lot of the film industry is stuck in the 80s and, like the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, where this is mine, only I can sell it. It's only mine. It's mine, and only they will get to sell it, or I'm only going to get paid through them instead of them, and them. Whereas, who knows what. So, I would like to, again, if you made it this far, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the description down below. I've ranted too far long. Also, down below in the description is all my social media links, including the links to our audio platforms. If you are on any Apple device, please consider listening. If you want to listen to our audio content, please listen through Apple Podcasts. If you're listening on any Android device like this, please consider listening through Podbean or Good Pods. And the main reason is that I'm telling you that is, like, you don't have to listen through the browser, dude. You have a way to listen to this our show, amongst many others, through a very free and service that you don't need to pay money for. And those on the watching or say listening that would like to listen to us on running Windows 11 and all that, I think Apple does put out iTunes for the Windows platform. That's what I use inside for podcasts on my laptop, so you can listen to download us on that way as well. As well as if you feel like throwing a couple bucks our way, because we don't make money on any of this, and when we do things on the cheap, there is a tip jar link down below. Yes, it's GoFundMe. It's just for the aspect of if you want to toss a couple bucks, whether it's $5, $10, I don't care. If it's $1, I don't care. And if enough money gets collected, if we achieve our goal, let's say we achieve our goal in January, I will walk out and do what we say at the end of every audio episode. And I'll do something. I'll film it for the Clock app and probably post it here on YouTube as well, if YouTube will let me. But for all of you to see, I will post receipts if I pick up any new equipment, whether it be, depending on how much funds we get, that would be laptop, mics, and all that, and do unboxings here on this channel. Like I said, also all our social media is down below. Hope you check that out. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm out.